it's Reagan here, and this is gonna be a little different than something I normally talk about. And again, I'm really gonna try to keep it brief. I'm kind of just going off the dome here, but it's about Facebook, and it's kind of the same thing with YouTube, but I'm just gonna focus on Facebook right now. I'm really starting to get a weird feeling about Facebook, and obviously there's plenty of reasons for this. It's kind of a mixture between this intuitive feeling, but there's plenty of critical reasons for this as well. And it's an interesting phenomena that we know that they're taking our data. We know that our privacy and security is highly threatened with Facebook. We know that they're only getting better and better every single day with their algorithms and keywords and censoring and all of this stuff that they're doing. And it's just the beginning. It's really just the beginning. I think it's going to get a lot worse. And we know this, but we're not so good about actually acting on this, because Facebook, unfortunately, it does offer a lot of very valuable things, but it's getting to the point when we should really evaluate if it's worth it. Is it worth it? I mean, we need an alternative to it, and there are things starting to come about, but even until that point, I just think there's some very strange things going on with this. Not only, I mean, there's plenty of research showing that social media things, especially Facebook, make people more anxious, more depressed, and there's lots of different psychological possibilities for why that is. People comparing their life, or people, being unrealistic with how they are presenting their life, or whatever. That's kind of a different story, but it's just really disturbing. And I'm even going to go into some weird rabbit hole stuff, but I don't even think this is that crazy. Like Mark Zuckerberg. Strange tendencies of that person. But it just really makes me wonder, because there's no way that a person like that could have a website like Facebook and not somehow be correlated with intelligence agencies. I mean, there's just no way. And I know it's hard to get away with because Google and YouTube and all these, same thing at this point. But again, I'm just going to kind of narrow it down to Facebook right now, because Facebook, the way that it is very perfect for gathering intimate information about people. And these algorithms are starting to get really good with analyzing this information and putting things together. So it's really the worst invasion of privacy one can imagine. Not just the posts and the pictures, and just even things that you wouldn't even think about, like how long you're viewing certain things, or like the content that you click on, or the people you're communicating, or how you communicate with people. Like, all of these things are going into this mass database, and it's seriously disturbing. Like, really think about it, and really think about like where you are aligned with this, because who knows how they can start to use this information, not only now but in the future, because we really don't know how things are going to play out in the future. And again, I'm not even trying to be a doomsdayist or a conspiracy theorist, but just think about it, because this is stuff we know is true, and you can formulate different ideas and theories around it. But either way, like, we know this is true. We know they're invading our privacy, and it's not very secure, and we know that they're using these things against us, and it's only the beginning of this. Just think about it. And this is seriously an insane tool for them to use against the masses. It's just disturbing to think about the possibilities of what they could use, of what they could do with this information, this intimate information about people, that they're just getting better and better at analyzing these high quantities of information. And going back to Mark Zuckerberg, he's just a very weird character. There's just so many memes about him being like a robot and a lizard and stuff, and I'm not saying that that's true, but an interesting thing to think about maybe is bioenhancements, because that's something that is getting really popular, and that's something I worry about in general. But I don't think it's that far of a stretch to think whether voluntarily or involuntarily someone like Mark Zuckerberg might honestly have bioenhancements, and we don't really know a lot about what could be going on with that, or like who's really in control with that. Because again, I'm not even really trying to get conspiratorial, but it's just anyone who follows the government knows that we have no reason to trust them, and there's really no line that they're afraid to cross with people. They don't give a fuck about humanity. They don't care. So why would they not try to use that opportunity to like have this platform to like learn so much about people? So basically what I'm saying is, I really, in one way or another, and everyone probably knows this is true, but seriously, critically, consciously think about this Facebook is like state owned, and it's almost like that, I can't remember what it's called, but that social media in China, like measuring people's like complacency and stuff, like this is stuff they can log and use. And it's just we should really evaluate it, not only with our thoughts but like our actions, and think about our security and our privacy a lot more. It's really coming to that time, I think, where we really need to think about this stuff, because we don't know how they're going to use this. I mean, even if it's just for, psychological studies with people, they're going to use this against us, and we need to pull out of that. And it's going to be hard, because I know it's just infested with like everything, but Facebook is a good start, because I don't think it's that far of a stretch to think that it's, in a sense, it's a state-owned social media that is a way for them to get very intimate personal information about individuals on a high level. And it's not even like there's an agent that has to monitor every single person, because that's what the computers are for, that's what the algorithms are for. But they're getting better at using these things and developing this technology. And then why would they have any incentive to care about your privacy, especially if they're getting paid, or they were just following orders because they don't really think about things for themselves, and all of these things that contribute to it. So that's just kind of something I wanted to put out there. I know it's like a little crazy. Normally I don't talk about this stuff, like I don't like to get into conspiracy stuff, because I don't even necessarily, I like to focus on the solutions more, but in a sense that is a solution, because delete your Facebook. I mean, if someone has a Facebook, they have an email or something, and it's like the massive switch from Facebook to other alternatives isn't going to just happen. It's going to happen when individuals start really getting off of it. And I really admire people who are getting off of it, and I'm about to get off of it, because I just have a bad feeling about it. And again, it's intuitive. There's like an intuitive weird feeling I have about it, and it's not only like intuitive though, because like logically speaking, there's plenty of reasons to put together why this is dangerous. So I don't know, maybe we should really start actually thinking about that with our actions. And it's kind of like, it's very complacent of us to talk about this and to know this, but then you still use Facebook just to use the benefits of it, which can easily be found on a different platform. And you know what I mean? Like, we can find other ways to communicate with people. I mean, and maybe it's not the most convenient at this time, but I think it's a very worthy trade-off to not have, let the state have all this information about you. And again, I know this is also like a very complex thing, because you also have your phones and Google and messages and all this other stuff, but I mean, it's just something you have to take that first step. And with Facebook, I don't know, I think that there's something very strange going on, and I really don't want to be a part of it anymore. And I really don't know if it's a good idea for especially the more free-thinking people to be a part of it anymore. I mean, not only will it improve your personal life, because the platform is, it's, you can even look it up, like there's lots of research showing how this platform like makes people more depressed and anxious for many reasons, but I just think it's something to really consider with our actions, because it's just the beginning. We're already starting to see them with more censorship and more weird things. I see weird fake news advertisements on Facebook, and they're just really, really, really getting slick with their algorithms. And I love technology, so like, even though I can see that that's kind of a cool advancement, I just can't get down with it, because I don't trust these people at all, and we have no reason to. There's no reason to. So that's just kind of my rant today. I think it's really important to start thinking about this stuff, because it's just very, very, very odd. And we have to be the ones, I think, to really start this movement away from that. And it's not necessarily only our responsibility, but it's kind of for our own well-being at this point. And we have Steam, and we have Telegram and Signal, and I mean, I guess we even have emails. There's lots of different other things, and I'm sure there's going to be more things to come out, but we need to start, I think, making that move away from it, because it's just not good. It's not good. But I'm interested to see what other people have to say about this, because again, this is something that's obvious and we all know it, but nobody really does anything about it. But I think it's time to actually do something about it, because it's just getting to such a weird point. But I was going to say, I'd love to hear other people's ideas and feedback on this, because it's very odd. Facebook is very odd, and so is YouTube, and so are all these mainstream platforms. Are just, and Twitter. I don't even use Twitter, so I don't really know. But I've heard some weird stuff about them and their censorship and their algorithms. So yeah, let's see what you think, and really start actually thinking about how to take steps to like remove yourself from that, because we need to be more cautious about this kind of stuff. They can't be using this stuff against us in unforeseeable ways in the future, because we don't really know what might happen. I'm not trying to be cynical, but it's just, I think it's a mindful approach. So I think that's really all I have to say. I kind of made this video longer than I even needed to, but thanks for listening, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day. I hope you comment and give me some feedback on this, because I'm interested. I'm really interested in what other people think about this. It's kind of hard. I kind of have a hard time finding like legitimate perspectives on this online, because even that is just like, it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to say censored, but the way that it if you Google search it, you won't really find like real people's opinions. You find all the mainstream opinions. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful day. Peace. Delete Facebook. It's not good for you.